ポエテス監督にとって初の大阪ダービーです。サポーターの熱気もより高まる一戦ですけれども、どんな心境で臨まれますか？
Bueno, para mí es bueno, un honor, ¿no? Estar aquí en este tipo de partidos y disfrutar esto, la verdad que, bueno, un sueño bonito y vamos a intentar hacer un buen partido.
そうですね、私にとって本当に誇りに思えるような試合ですし、しっかりとこの状況を楽しむと同時にしっかりと結果というところを求めながらやっていきたいなと思っています。
すでにサポーターの熱気なども感じておられるかと思いますが、そのダービーでの勝敗を分けるポイントはどんなところになりそうですか
？Bueno, partido estará muy caliente, ¿no? Pero ¿qué es clave para ganar o perder?
Bueno, yo creo que el equipo que salga más decidido, más intenso y más metido en el partido, yo creo que eso ayudará mucho.
そうですね、はっきりとしたアイデアを持って入っていけるかどうかっていうところが大事になってくるんじゃないかなと思っています。
また少し立ち上がりの失点が続いている中で試合の入り含め気をつけたい部分というのも最後にお願いします。
Bueno, para acabar, bueno, ahora tenemos una dinámica que cuando empecé el partido, bueno, nos comen, ¿no? Nos apretaban, ¿no? Entonces, para cambiar esa dinámica, ¿qué es importante?
Bueno, hemos trabajado, hemos entrenado y vamos a intentar que no pase otra vez.
そうですね、実際そこのところに取り組んでますし、トレーニングしてるんで、あれを二度と引き起こさないようにやっていくことが大事じゃないかなと思っています。
いい試合期待しています。
Espero que buen partido.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
小菊監督です。さあ、今シーズン最初の大阪ダービーです。改めて監督にとって大阪ダービーとはどういったものでしょうか？
はい、いつも勝ちたい試合ですし、勝たなければいけない試合だと思っています。
その大事な試合に臨む今の心境はいかがですか？
セレッソファミリーの皆様のですね、気持ちを背負って我々はいつも通りアグレッシブに戦う、そして必ず勝利で終わる、そこに尽きると思っています。
またそういった思いのこもる特別な空気の中での試合にはなるかと思いますが、勝負を分けるポイントはどういったところになりそうですか？
はい、もういつもダービーは熱いゲームになります。一瞬の隙を見せない、またついていく、そういった集中力であったり、球際のバトルであったり、最後は勝ちたい気持ち、そこが大事になってくると思っています。
また今日は U20 代表から戻ってきた北野選手などフレッシュなメンバーも入っています。チームとしてのチャレンジというところも非常に楽しみです。そのあたりいかがでしょうか？
はい、ここ3試合ですね、非常に結果も内容も充実した時間が増えてきていますので、守備のところは継続してですね、全員で粘り強くハードワークする、そして攻撃のところはより個々の良さを生かして、チームとして崩す場面をたくさん作っていきたいと思っています。
ありがとうございます。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
So round two of the Levain Cup group stage brings us to the Panasonic Stadium in Suita for an Osaka derby, a clash between the two sides who won their opening round fixtures. Hello and welcome to Gamba Osaka against Cerezo Osaka, a derby where the winners will not only have local bragging rights but also outright Group E leadership at the final whistle. 6 games to qualify, remember, for the quarter-finals of this domestic cup competition. Only the teams who top the groups are guaranteed a quarter-final place, and those 5 group winners will be joined by the 3 best runners-up in the last 8. Well, neither of these sides have made a particularly good start to this 2023 season, with Gamba yet to win in the J-League. In fact, their only victory came in the opening game of this competition against Cerezo Osaka. Cerezo, for their part, have just the one league win to go with the 1-0 victory against FC Tokyo in their opening game of this competition. Fabulous atmosphere, as you'd expect. Well, Gamba exited the Levain Cup group stage last season, having twice previously won the competition in 2014 and 2017. They were also drawn with Cerezo, losing 3-2 here and drawing 0-0 in the away fixture. And let's not forget, Cerezo came within seconds of winning this trophy last season before conceding 2 stoppage time goals to Sanfrecce Hiroshima in the final. Cerezo have actually played in the last 2 Levain League Cup finals, losing 2-0 to Nagoya Grampus in 2021 as well. They have won the competition though 4 times, the last of those was in 2017. Wonderful scenes here, the Cerezo Osaka supporters, you can see, high in the stand behind the goal. Gamba Osaka themselves, twice winners, remember, 2014, the last time they enjoyed success. So 6 times between them, the 2 Osaka clubs have lifted this trophy. And both teams fielding pretty strong sides for this one as well. Let's take a look at the 2 teams then. There's 3 changes from last week's draw for Gamba, with Contadoli, Sapporo, Shota Fukuoka comes in at right back. Hideki Ishiga, who scored against Kyoto Sanga in the opening group game, starts in midfield, with the Brazilian Darwan, who returns to the holding position in the centre of that midfield. Juan Alano, who did start the last game in midfield, pushes forward into the front 3, along with Masuhashi Suzuki and Naihiro Sugiyama. Hiroki Katahara, 33-year-old FIFA official, is the referee for this one today. Well, just 2 changes for Cerezo Osaka, who go strong as well, with the goalkeeper, the defence and the midfield all staying the same as the draw with Kawasaki Frontale last weekend. Up front, Brazilian Leo Ceará comes in at centre forward, with the 18-year-old Sota Kitano, who often gets a game in the League Cup, coming in on the left-hand side of the Cerezo Osaka attack. Danny Poyatos is the coach of Gamba Osaka. And there is the man in charge of Cerezo Osaka, Akio Kogiku. Side who finished 5th last season, 4 points off the Champions League places, 17 points off the title-winning pace though. Cerezo Osaka, club founded in 1957, and there is one of the stars of Japanese football, Shinji Kagawa, back playing in Japan these days, wearing 8 in the Cerezo Osaka midfield, having had spells with the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Manchester United. So we're underway. Gamba Osaka in the dark blue and black stripes, Cerezo Osaka in the changed all white, and Puts Gamba on the front foot almost immediately. Sugiyama very nearly picking up the loose ball. Well, there's nothing like getting a stuttering season underway with a local derby to get you going. Something that both teams need, although Cerezo arrive unbeaten in their last 3 games, having failed to win any of their first 3 in all competitions this season. But they have won just 3 of their last 15 in all competitions, including the end of last season. 7 draws and 5 defeats in that run. Toriumi launching it forward, and not the best touchback by Fukuoka to the goalkeeper. Nagashiguchi. Sayama Kuma, the right winger for Cerezo Osaka. Suzuki. Frantic early pace to the game, as you'd expect from any derby. Shinji Kagawa, 34 now, 31 goals in 97 appearances for Japan, returning to the J-League this season from St. Truden in Belgium. Cerezo is where it all began for him, and has returned after 13 years away, playing in some top European clubs. Premier League winner with Manchester United, 2-time Bundesliga winner with Dortmund. There's Jonic. Fukuoka happy to see that back to Higashiguchi. Miku Matsuda, the right back for Cerezo Osaka. 31-year-old, he's featured a couple of times this season, has been at the club since 2016. Sugiyama's throw. Touch off by Suzuki. Played into the centre, and the turn and shot was on for Ishiga. He had got forward from midfield. Controlled by Suzuki. And then Ishiga just ghosting into the space between the 2 Cerezo defenders, getting the shot away. And winning the corner off a deflection. Gamba corner. Solid header away from Ceará, the Brazilian. That's a Gamba throw. 44, Dani Poyatos, the Spaniard who took over in February after quitting Tokushima Vortis, the J-League 2nd Division side, in January after 2 years in charge. Still awaiting his first victory in the top flight in the league. Got off to a winning start in this group against Koyota Sanga. Remember, these are the 2 that won their opening games, so whoever wins here will top the group with 6 points. Toriumi to Kim Yin-hyun, the Korean goalkeeper. Now Matsuda. Played into Suzuki. Now clip forward again, out towards Yamanaka. Suzuki. Yamanaka back to Kagawa. Matsuda. And the header away by Dawan, the Brazilian. Kagawa very much the main man in the centre, as you'd expect for Cerezo Osaka. Got on the score sheet on his return, a 2-1 win at home to Sagan Tosu in week 4 of the season. After a poor start, Cerezo beginning to running into some kind of form though. Too many draws has been their problem, especially towards the end of last season. Kurokawa trying to clear it away for Gamba. That's an ambitious effort from there, but Higashiguchi with no problem in gathering that. Worth a try though from Yosuke Yamanaka. Okano. Still gone before Yamanaka could get there. Had a poor League Cup last season. Gamba Osaka finished 3rd in the group behind Kashima Antlers and Cerezo Osaka. The two Osaka clubs drawn together again in the League Cup. Oita Trinita were the side who finished bottom of the group, but they won just 1 of their 6 group matches. They've already achieved that after the opening round. Is Ishiga. Across to Sugiyama. And then chested back by Matsuda. ...16 appearances for FC Tokyo, the right back before switching to Cerezo Osaka. Matsuda. Osaka born. He's from a footballing family as well. His brother plays for Ehime in the 3rd tier of Japanese football. Kurokawa towards Suzuki. He was beaten to it though by Jonic. Gamba on the front foot again though. Sugiyama goes for goal and fires it into his own player in the end. The flag was up anyway for offside. Jonic, Croatian international, well, under-19 international defender in his day. He's 32 now, never capped at full level. Jonic was playing in Chinese football with Shanghai Shenhua before switching to Japan last year. Kurokawa back to Dawa now. Egawa. Kurokawa. Spread out wide again to Sugiyama. He's seeing plenty of the ball on this near side. Sugiyama cuts in again towards Suzuki. Tries to wriggle his way through Suzuki and got the shot in. Kim Yin-hyun in the end gathering. Hisashi Suzuki twisting and turning, getting the shot away. He was playing in Belgium for Germinal Beerschot. 7 goals in 51 appearances for them before signing for Gamba Osaka last season. Formerly of Consadole Sapporo and Albirex Niigata. Kitano. Hasn't seen too much of the ball in these early moments. Kitano. Gamba won it back again. It's determined play by Juan Alano. Now Matsuda. Flicked on by Kitano. Yamanaka, though, on his heels a bit, couldn't get there. Kitano. Here's Jonic. Toriumi. Beginning to settle down into some kind of possession now. Cerezo Osaka won both the league meetings with Gamba last season. 2-1 here and 3-1 at home. Won one of the League Cup meetings, drew the other, so 3 wins and 1 draw in 4 Osaka derbies last season. They haven't lost for 5 games against Gamba since a 1-0 defeat in September of 2021. That was in the League Cup as well. Always seem to meet in this competition, it seems. That, by the way, their only defeat in the last 11 Osaka derbies for Cerezo, so very much the side in form with regards to these matches. Won 8 of 19 trips here. In the last 38, it is Gamba just with the edge, 17 wins to Cerezo's 11. Kagawa. Jonic. Kim Min-hyun, 16 caps for South Korea, the 35-year-old goalkeeper, who's been at the club since 2009. Toriumi. Foul on Kitano and a free kick for Cerezo. Somewhat clumsy challenge, really. No harm coming of it, though. Ciara hasn't seen too much of the ball so far, the Cerezo Osaka centre forwards. Joining the club from Yokohama F. Marinos, the champions. Scored 11 goals in 31 appearances in Yokohama's title win last season. Sugiyama with the ball through, but Kim Min-hyun quickly off his line to gather and releases Matsuda. Good ball in to Leo Ciara, and that's a foul by Matsuda. Yeah, yellow cards. I just wondered if, given the timing of the challenge early in the game, whether the referee would let that go with just a warning, but yellow card it is. It was late, it was clumsy. Hideki Ishiga taken down. Ishiga, who was voted the J.League Cup new hero 11 years ago in 2012, the award for the best young player in this competition. Scored in his last 2 appearances. He scored in the 3-1 win against Kyoto Sanga in the opening League Cup match, and then the 2-2 draw here with Consadole Sapporo last Saturday. 15 minutes gone, 0-0. Free kick for Gamba. Fed into the penalty area. There was a free header in there as well for Genta Mura. just couldn't guide it back into the right direction. The Gamba centre-back. Rose well though, and got his head to the ball first. Still the pressure on from Gamba. Fukuoka with the throw for the home side. It was a throw to nowhere really though, and Toriumi got it away. One back by Fukuoka. Found space to dig the cross out as well. This has fallen kindly for Juan Alano. And that was certainly a chance. Especially for a player of his quality. Cerezo not dealing with it defensively, and did Yin Hyun get a fingertip to it? Tried to sneak it in the corner. It was on its way. It was a terrific effort. And it's a decent save from Kim Yin Hyun. Another Gamba Osaka corner. Ishiga with it. Header down. And in the end behind. Twice they've been champions in the J-League era, Gamba Osaka. Something that Cerezo can't boast. Cerezo have been Japanese champions 4 times, but not since 1980. Their best in the J-League was a couple of third-place finishes in 2010 and 2017. Gamba lifting the title in 05 and 2014, 3-time runners-up as well. Most recently, just a few years ago in 2020. Kuma did well initially there for Cerezo. It's a Gamba throw. Gamba travel to Shonan Bellmare in the league next Saturday before a home tie. Again back here against FC Tokyo in the Levain Cup. That will be the halfway stage of the group stage. Matches coming thick and fast initially in this competition. The final group games June the 18th, when these two will meet, potentially to decide who goes through. It's a mouth-watering prospect, but FC Tokyo will have plenty to say about the destiny of this group, I'm sure. Matsuda. Toriumi. It's off Fukuoka for a throw for Cerezo. Kitano will take it. Matsuda. Toriumi. By Kagawa to Ciara. Still yet to really get himself in the game, the Brazilian striker. 21 goals in 58 appearances for Yokohama F. Marinos in a couple of seasons there. It's a free kick, foul by Darwan. Straight through the back of Okuno. Okuno again. Ciara. Well, battle back by Ishiga. On to Juan Alano, who was being fouled as well. And the yellow card out again. Well, to win the ball there, Ishiga from Ceará. And was trodden on by the Brazilian. There, Ceará joining Riku Matsuda in the book for Cerezo Osaka. 2 yellow cards for the away side in this first half. Yet to win away this season, Cerezo Osaka, in 3 games, 2 defeats and a draw in that run. The only draw coming last weekend away at Kawasaki Frontale. Goalless draw against the side who were runners-up last season, but who have been really dominant in the last 5 or 6 years in terms of winning the title, Kawasaki Frontale. The other 2 away games this season both finished in 2-1 losses at Vispa Fukuoka and Arawa Reds. So a risky ball into the centre, and Yamamoto did well. Took a knock for his troubles. It's a really poor ball to him, in fairness. He did well to make something of it. Otherwise they could have been in trouble here, Gamba. Very much on the stretch, and yeah, just caught on the ankle by Kitano. Yamamoto back on his feet again, though. His first season playing in the top flight at 25 years of age, Yuki Yamamoto. He came through the youth ranks at Gamba Osaka. Should be the goalkeepers, and was. The best communication, though, with Koji Toriumi. Sota Kitano, the player fouled. Free kick, Cerezo. A scrappy passage of play at the moment. Toriumi. Again with Takuma Suzuki. Kurokawa. Up to Ishiga. Now Juan Alano. Well, he's been lively. Hideki Ishiga in the midfield. He and Juan Alano have been a real threat for Gamba. Here's Kurokawa, the left back. Did well to dig the cross out, because that was going to be awkward for a second or so. Looking to get forward as often as he can, Keisuke Kurokawa. He's waiting for that moment when his team ignites. Danny Poyatos. It's been a frustrating start to life. Third corner for Gamba Osaka. Alano in there. Mura, Agawa, both up as well. It's headed away by Toriumi for another corner. Certainly had more set pieces in and around the opposition penalty area. Gamba Osaka done a great deal with them so far, though. Neither goalkeeper really tested as yet. Swing and delivery, that's a better header, and just over the top. Well, Darwan just hanging back from the defence. Just that little step back bought him a bit of space. Solid enough header on it, but there were too many bodies in the way. That could have gone anywhere, actually. And Toriumi relieved to see it over the bar. And now that spell of pressure comes to an end. Once again, Dawan getting on the end of it. Not quite such an effective header this time, though. A couple of goals this season, Dawan, from the holding midfield position. One of them coming in this competition, the 3-1 win at Toyota Sanga back in March. Also scored on the opening day of the season, the 2-2 draw away to Kashiwa Reysol. Kurokawa. Matsuda with the throw. Now Okano. Getting the early cross in. Dawan back there to head it away. This is neat play by Gamba. Yamamoto. Sugiyawa. Yamamoto. Fukuoka, too much on that. All the way through again. It's the final ball at the moment that's letting Gamba Osaka down. They're seeing plenty of the ball, which will please Danny Poyatos. What won't please him at the moment is their lack of creativity. Okano. Looking for options. There's not too much movement ahead of him. Okano. Kagawa. Toriumi. Now Jonic. Space here for Matsuda. Maikuma losing possession of the ball though, and Juan Alano brings it away. Alano very nearly onto the loose ball. Fukuoka. Gamba again shifting the ball around. Sugiyama. Dawan. Ishiga. Kurokawa, the left back again, with a chance to deliver the ball in. Ciara thought he was bundled over, and then the long-range effort is well over the top from Gentamura. Strong play from the centre-back, lifting it high over the top. Gentamura, certainly not a goal scorer by any stretch of the imagination. A Japanese international, though, does have an international goal. One in his 10 caps for Japan. Did score in the League Cup group stage last season, Gentamura, in the 3-1 loss here to Kashima Antlers. Side who ultimately topped the group last season. Kurokawa. It's a competition really who can get forward the most between Matsuda, the right back from Cerezo, and Kurokawa, the left back of Gamba. It's a good contest on that far side. Ciara. Taken away though by Gentamura. Really has been a struggle for Leo Ciara to get into the game so far. Here's Kurokawa. Defence is very much on top at the moment from both sides. It's a similar story for Masashi Suzuki at the other end for Gamba. Kitano. Toriumi. Now Jonic. Okano. Space here for Matsuda. Too much on that again from Okano, and it's in keeping with what we've seen really in the opening half an hour here. Fukuoka. Covered by Toriumi. Here's Jonic. Fairly pensive again from Cerezo Osaka. Toriumi. Yamanaka. Too much on that again for Yosuke Yamanaka, the left back. Mate Jonic, who began his career with Hajduk Split in Croatia, made just 20 appearances for them before moving on to Osijek. He's played in Korea, China and now Japan, well travelled. Juan Alano. Kurokawa. On by Alano again. And Jonic across to clear it away. Matsuda with the throw. Looking to get Leo Ciara into the game, but cut out by Kurokawa. It's going to be a free kick. Foul on Okano, who takes it quickly, trying to inject some sort of pace and tempo into the Cerezo game, which is lacking at the moment. Here's Fukuoka. They've got 4 forward here if they play it right, Gamba. In towards Suzuki. Well defended, though, by Jonic. Sugiyama. Away by Toriumi. Egawa. Kurokawa. Cut out though by Matsuda. Toriumi, you've seen plenty of it, the Cerezo Osaka centre-back, feeding that one through to Kitano. Now Kagawa. Strong challenge by Darwan, didn't want to let Kagawa get into his stride. The flag was up though for offside. Two German Cups, 2 Bundesliga titles with Borussia Dortmund. Played under Jurgen Klopp there, the Liverpool manager. Won the Asian Cup with Japan in 2011. And was part of the World Cup squads of 2014 and 2018, Shinji Kagawa. In his early days with Cerezo, when they were in the J.League second division, he actually finished the season as top scorer, Shinji Kagawa, in that division with 27 goals, an impressive return. Played more further forward in those days, though, more of a winger. He's very much part of a central 3 now, Kagawa. Still plenty to offer at 34. Egawa. Into Suzuki. Egawa to Darwan. Space here now. Sugiyama on the outside. Yamamoto plays it on one more. That's another Gamba corner. They've had plenty of them in the first half. Maikuma getting back to help out and put it behind. Just under 10 minutes to half-time. Gamba Osaka 0, Cerezo 0. Haven't been that effective from corners so far. Just that one Darwan header that caused a problem. That's a better delivery. Punched away though by Kim Yin-hyun. And there's been a bit of a hefty collision with Yusei Egawa. Both players had eyes on the ball. It's the flailing arm on the top of the head. Looking at that, you imagine the goalkeeper would be okay. Kagawa getting his instructions during the break in play. Danny Poyatos as well taking the opportunity to put some ideas across. Both teams have really struggled to get their central players into the game up front. Suzuki for Gamba and Ciara for Cerezo. Kim Jin-hyun still receiving treatment. A former J.League Cup winner with Cerezo. He was part of the team in 2017 that won the J.League Cup and Emperor's Cup double in 2017 for Cerezo Osaka. Club who have won the Emperor's Cup 8 times, the major knockout cup competition. Gamba did manage to better that cup double that Cerezo Osaka did in 2017, 3 years earlier, when they actually won the domestic treble. What a season that was for Gamba. Won the J-League title, the Emperor's Cup and the J-League Cup, all in the same campaign. Truly remarkable. Gamba, a club who have been champions of Asia. They won the Asian Champions League in 2008, something that Cerezo have never achieved. Their best, a quarter-final in 2011. I think I did him a bit of a disservice there. It just looked like a flailing hand that caught the top of his head, but given the towel around the nose, looks as though he's actually been whacked on the bridge of the nose. So a painful one for Kim Jin-hyun. Sometimes goalkeepers can make a bit of a meal of these things, but I don't think that's the case here for Kim Jin-hyun. Akio Kogiku, the coach of Cerezo, took over in August of 2021 from the Brazilian Levain CUP. It's his first senior job, having been promoted from assistant. Break in play, and a bit of a break for the crowd as well, who certainly work as hard as the players do out there in the stands. Here's the incident again. Ishiga's delivery. There's the punch. There's the flailing arm. See, from that angle, it does look like he catches him on the top of the head. But I wonder if he was caught, actually, by his own defender, Toriumi, before the flailing arm. I think it's Toriumi who's caught them both, actually. They're discussing that now. Yeah, it's definitely the nose, which certainly wasn't caught by Egawa. There is the backup goalkeeper, Keisuke Shimizu. 34-year-olds. Plenty of experience in 7 years at Toyota Sanga, and made 95 appearances for Oita Trinita before that. I mean, he'll want to carry on, of course, but Akio Gogiku may well have to take the decision out of his hands. That isn't comfortable, is it? Terribly difficult to breathe with your nostrils plugged like that. Here's Jonic. Suzuki. So there will be a fair bit of time added on at the end of the first half for that knock to Kim Yin-hyun. Kuma trying to step in. Kurakawa with the throw. Well, there's been barely a chance worthy of the name in this first half. Darwan's header that was deflected over the top by Koji Toriumi. Probably as close as either side have come, really, to getting a breakthrough. Yamanaka. Jonic. Toriumi. Suzuki. Kitano. Suzuki again. Now Yamanaka. In towards Ciara. He touches it out to Okano. Teasing cross in, but well dealt with by Fukuoka. No joy again for Suzuki, beaten in the air by Toriuma again. It's a free kick for Cerezo now. Kagawa. Here's Jonic. Clipped on by Okano. Maikama. Leo Ciara after that, but well defended by Kurakawa. He's had a good game, the left back, but has picked up a bit of a knock there in that challenge with Leo Ciara. Suzuki. Now Jonic. Now Cerezo Osaka would love to return to the J.League Cup final for the third successive season and right the wrongs of the last two finals. Should have won it last year, 1-0 up against Sanfrecce with the 90 minutes up, but conceded twice in stoppage time. Matsuda with the cross in, Mura with the header away. And that's going to be a free kick. A rare opportunity maybe for Cerezo. Haven't had too many of these in the first half, Cerezo Osaka. Higashiguchi has barely had anything to do in the Gamba Osaka goal. Could Cerezo snatch themselves a lead before half-time? Both teams have struggled to create, but Gamba have certainly had the better of the ball in this first half. Free kick floated in and then Header behind by Darwan. Five minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. Most of that for the Kim Yin-hyun injury, where he took a whack on the nose a couple of moments ago. Will be an in-swinging corner. Cerezo end this half on the front foot, the header down. And it's well past the post. Makuma getting on the end of it. A relatively quiet first half from Shinji Kagawa as well, but the same could be said for Cerezo as a team. The one positive for them is that Gamba have had plenty of the ball, but not really created a great deal. Darwan. Nagashiguchi. Egawa. Matsuda with the throw. Jonic. Toriumi. With Jonic. Okano. There's been a lot of this from Cerezo Osaka in the first half, sideways and backwards. No real cut and thrust to get the ball forward to the likes of Makuma, Kitano and Ciara. Play the champions Yokohama F. Marinos next Saturday. Cerezo Osaka at their Yodoko Sakura Stadium. Here's Jonic. Now Leo Ciara. Kurokawa across. Gamba struggling to get it away. Darwan helped out. And the ball finally thumped clear by Yamamoto. Toriumi. Leo Ciara. Foot in by Darwan. His Brazilian countryman. Intercepted again by Toriumi. Well, the last few minutes have been better from Cerezo. They've had more of the ball than certainly the majority of the first half before. Alano. And Matsuda steps across and plays it back to Kim Jin-hyun. Half chance maybe for Cerezo to get the ball forward. Juan Alano trying to ghost in behind. Toriuma read it well though and headed it away. Here's Sugiyama. Now Fukuoka. Egawa. Kurokawa. Egawa back to Higashiguchi, who launches it away. Hideki Ishiga is the player down now for Gamba. Yeah, just the arm across the face from Matsuda, who needs to be careful. He's already on a yellow card, Riku Matsuda. I think Ishigura's okay, though. Matsuda across to apologise, so no breakthrough at half-time in the Osaka derby in the Levain Cup match day 2. It is Gamba Osaka 0, Cerezo Osaka 0 at half-time.
ご来場の皆様にお知らせです。ガンバサポーターシート、その他カテゴリーのチケットをお持ちのお客様や、ガンバ大阪の応援グッズを身につけているお客様は、ビジターエリアに通行、侵入はできません。また、ビジター自由席のチケットをお持ちのお客様、ビジターチームのグッズを身につけているお客様は、ガンバサポーターシートに通行、侵入はできません。トラブル防止のため、コンコース内は回遊できませんので、あらかじめご了承ください。
さあ、ここからの時間はガンバ大阪チェアダンスチームによりますハーフタイムパフォーマンスです。ガンバチームの皆さん、迫力ある素晴らしいダンスパフォーマンスをお願いします。
皆さんこんにちは。ガンバ大阪チェアダンスチームです。今回は現在ここでテーマパークダンサーとして活躍されているマリさんに振り付けをしていただきました。サーカスとリメイクした360度 声内容は中村二郎選手サイン入り色紙を5名様にプレゼント。このハーフタイム抽選会の参加方法は、試合開始までにファンクラブ会員証を入場ゲートのワンタッチパス端末にタッチさせることで自動的に参加できます。ご覧の会員番号の方が当選となりました。なお、場内総合案内所やファンクラブブース、ガンバ大阪オフィシャルツイッターでも当選番号を確認できます。当選者の方はハーフタイム終了後から試合終了30分後までにファンクラブブースにお越しください。
Welcome back to the Panasonic Stadium. Gamba Osaka 0, Cerezo Osaka 0. Match day 2 of the group stage of the 2023 Levain League Cup. Both teams really struggling to find a way through in that first half. Gamba Osaka with plenty of the ball without really creating too many clear-cut chances. Darwan's header, which was deflected over the top by Koji Tsurayumi, about as close as either side have come really to getting a breakthrough. Cerezo haven't really troubled Masaki Higashiguchi in the Gamba goal in the first half. Both teams off to a winning start in this group. In the opening rounds, Gamba Osaka winning 3-1 at Kyoto Sanga. Cerezo Osaka 1-0 winners at home to FC Tokyo. At the moment, these two on course to share the points here. Cerezo, remember, beaten just once in the last 11 Osaka derbies. Gamba Osaka's last win, and one of these victories, September 2021. And that was a 1-0 win at Cerezo Stadium, the Yodoko Sakura Stadium. So Cerezo get the second half underway. Clip forward towards Leo Ciara. Brazilian fancies it maybe from there, but it's blocked away by Miura. Now Suzuki. Wanalano. Matsuda. Back from Maikuma. Matsuda again. Kim Yin-hyun back out for the second half. Took quite a whack to the bridge of the nose in that first half. Yonic. Matsuda. No way through for Maikuma. Challenge by Kagawa. Suzuki. Now Maikuma. Floated one in behind, looking for Leo Ciara. Here's Suzuki. As Fukuoka outside him. Yamamoto made the run through the centre. This is Darwan. Now Wanalano. Kurokawa. Oh, space for Matsuda, got the cross in, and it's headed behind for a Gamba corner from Mate Yonic. Plenty of corners in the first half, Gamba Osaka. Didn't do a great deal with them though, Cerezo defending them generally well. What a scene that is behind the goal. It has to inspire the Gamba players surely in this second half. In swinging corner. Headed away by Yonic. Ishiga. Cross into the box, but claimed by Kim Yin-hyun. And all the way back with Higashiguchi. Kurokawa. Agawa. You wonder which one of these sides will really go for it in this second half. It's what they were both lacking really in the opening 45 minutes. Fukuoka. Now Kurokawa. Wanelano. He looked the most likely player to get the breakthrough in the first half for Gamba, did Wanelano. Kurokawa. Again by Elano. Darwan couldn't get there. Yamamoto's touch off to Fukuoka, who goes for goal. And too close to Kim Yin-hyun. More like it though from Gamba. Nice little check back from Shota Fukuoka. The shot was on target, despite the fact it was never likely to trouble Kim Yin-hyun. Fukuoka's header away. Sugiyama up against Toriumi. It's a deep delivery this time. Wanelano trying to keep it in play. Fortunate to get the ball back again, Elano. Here's Ishiga going on the outside. Was there a touch on that? I think there was. I think it's going to be a corner for Gamba Osaka. Well played by Ishiga. Wriggled away from a couple of challenges. Deflected off the foot and behind for a corner. Seventh corner of the game for Gamba Osaka. Ishiga, I think, has taken most of them, if not all. In swinger this time, that's a better delivery, but once again, well defended by Cerezo. Ishiga. It's going to be another one. Ishiga to deliver. Suzuki trying to find himself a bit of space in there. It's a low one this time, too low though, and Matsuda heads it away. Yamamoto. Egawa. Risky one back from Fukuoka, and the break could be on here for Cerezo. They've got 3 on 2 if they play it right. This is a fabulous run, and that's a fabulous goal. It is Cerezo who get the breakthrough. Seiya Makuma with the opening goal. And despite all the ball they had in the first half, Gamba Osaka was struggling to create chances. But that is a fabulous finish from Naihiro Makuma. Well, that was the error. Crossfield ball. And then the miscontrol and the mispass from Genta Mura. Playing the ball straight into Seiya Makuma, who buried it past the goalkeeper. And we have the opening goal in the Osaka derby. Seiya Makuma. First goal of the season. Yet to score in the J-League campaign so far in 5 games. And what a start to the second half for Cerezo. Scored a couple of goals in the 2-1 win at home to Jubilo Iwata in May. Also on target in the 2-0 victory against Urawa Reds in May last season. He is up and running now for this domestic campaign. Gashiguchi. Oh, that's given away. One back by Kitano. Crossing again to Leo Ciara. He touches it back, driven first time and over the top. No, this is much more like it now from Cerezo. Foul for Suzuki in the end. The Cerezo captain unable to keep the shot down. Five games unbeaten, remember, in Osaka derbies. Heading for 6 now with a 1-goal lead. Kurokawa. Got to find a cutting edge, Gamba Osaka. It's not too difficult to see why they've been struggling to win games this season. They've actually won just one of their last 11 games here in all competitions. 2-0 win against Jubilo Iwata. 6 draws, 4 losses. Here's Suzuki. Here's a poor run they've been on. Kurokawa. Trying to get in behind again. Ishiga just unable to thread the ball through. Gamba finished 15th last season, 1 place and 1 point above the bottom 3. 4 points above automatic relegation, which was the bottom 2. Jonic with the header away. It's a far cry from the club that swept all before them in 2014, which is less than a decade ago. Toriyumi. Maikama. Stiara. On by Suzuki. Matsuda. Makes some neat football now. Kagawa. Kurokawa stepping in though and clears it away up to Juan Alano. Suzuki. Matsuda. Matsuda in space again. Clips the cross in, the header away by Genta Miura. Touch from Kagawa. Kagawa buzzing around under pressure from Ishiga. Okino. Space here for Jonic. Here's Kurokawa. Maikama, the goal scorer, getting a foot in, but here's Miura. Well, needs must now for Gamba Osaka. Touch back from Agawa from Darwan. Kurokawa. Genta Mura. Kurokawa. It was a remarkable story, that 2014 season for Gamba Osaka. They'd been in the second tier just the previous season in 2013. Won the J2 League title, and then their first season back in the top flight, swept the board by winning all 3 domestic trophies. Kind of success seems something of a pipe dream at the moment for the Gamba Osaka supporters. Find themselves behind again against their city rivals. Mura, Agawa, now Alano, Kurokawa, Darwan. Bit of space now for Suzuki, poor control though. And Cerezo can counter with Okuno, who's blatantly fouled by Darwan. And that is Gamba's first yellow card of the match for the Brazilian. Darwan knew what he was doing. And now we're going to get a change. Ishiga is the player to make way for Gamba. Nuya Fukuda is on to replace him. A disappointment for Ishiga, who had a decent first half. 23-year-old Fukuda is on. Matsuda. Nuya Fukuda, who's come on, scored in the 3-1 win at Koita Sanga. Gamba's only win of the season, coming in the first group match against Koita Sanga in all competitions. And now Cerezo about to make their first change. Hirotaka Tamada is about to come into the action. Midfielder Matsuda. Cross in again, the header away by Mura. The whistle had gone before the shot from Okuno, which was a decent one in fairness to him. And Sota Kitano is the player to make way for Hirotaka Tamada. Tamada didn't score in the J-League last season in 28 appearances, but he did score 3 goals in cup competitions. 2 of them coming in the League Cup. Does have a J-League goal this season though. He was on target in the 2-2 draw against Albirex Niigata on the opening day of the season. He's a player that in recent weeks has started games and been taken off, so other way round for Tamada today. 18 minutes gone. Gamba Osaka nil, Cerezo Osaka 1. Space for Sugiyama. Can't get there though, too much on the ball. Seiya Makuma's goal separating the sides 7 minutes into the second half. Breakaway goal after the error from Genta Mura, handing possession over to Cerezo when Gamba were in an advanced position themselves. Jonic. Suzuki. On by the substitute, Tamada. It's a dangerous ball in from Yamanaka. Space here for Matsuda, who gets the cross in, and it's a decent effort from Leo Ciara. Only a half chance really, if that, but he very nearly made something of it. Matsuda's delivery. A spectacular finish that would have been. It did take a nick off Gentamura. Should have been a corner. Goal kick the decision, which is what Leo Ciara was none too happy with. Here's Fukuda. On by Miura. Fukuoka. Yamamoto with the touch off. Fukuoka continued the overlap. Again, it breaks down all too easily for Gamba. Here's Leo Ciara. Maikama, the goal scorer. Yamanaka to Tamada, the substitute. Yamanaka gets the cross in. Miura with the header out. Yamamoto. Again, it's another wayward ball. Picked off by Suzuki this time. Kagawa. Space here for Okino. Oh, lovely little flick from Okino. And the shot straight at Higasuguchi from Shinji Kagawa. Lovely football though from Cerezo. Gentamura. Part of the Japanese squad that were runners-up at the 2019 Asian Cup, Gentamura. Fukuda with the cross in. Jonic with the header away. Kuma helping it on. Ball on back though by Agawa. Fukuda to Kurokawa. Now Miura. Switch of play was looking for the run of Fukuda, the substitute, but too much on that. And now Gamba are going to make another change. Referee just having a word there with Riku Matsuda. So Sugiyama makes way. And Yotaru Meshino comes on for Gamba Osaka. Former under-23 international. Was on the books at Manchester City, Meshino, for 3 years between 2019 and 2022, but never featured for them. Did play in Scotland for Heart of Midlothian, 3 goals in 19 appearances. With Portuguese club Rio Ave as well, but played just once for them, Meshino, so only 24, but he's been about. And now Cerezo with bodies forward again. Tamada. Yamanaka. Did the crossing, Kagawa was in there, so was Leo Ciara, but the ball not able to find either of them. Strong challenge from Jonic on Suzuki. And the Croatian gets the yellow card. Joins Matsuda and Leo Ciara in the book. He saw the ball there, but Masashi Suzuki just got his foot between ball and man, and it was always going to be a yellow card once Jonic was committed. Higashiguchi. Foul given against Suzuki this time. Fukuoka. Away by Miura. Suzuki. And that's going to be a throw. Well, 20+ minutes to go. And really, those supporters haven't seen their side create a noteworthy opportunity in truth. In fairness, Cerezo's only really big chance was the one that Maikuma buried into the back of the net. It's a clinical finish, clinical piece of play all round. The way he took the ball on was really positive. There's Matsuda, lifts the cross in again, header away by Fukuoka. Okino got a foot to it. Yamanaka swings the cross in, but into the hands of Higashiguchi. Bonelano. Kurokawa. It's Darwan. Kurokawa with the foot in again to Fukuda. Egawa. Just looking around to see what's on the bench for Gamba Osaka. They have Hiroti Yamane, 23-year-old striker, amongst their substitutes. He did score against Cerezo Osaka in May last season. Potential option for Gamba to try and mix it up front. Meshino has come on, but had a great deal of impact so far. Free kick then here for Cerezo. Musashi Suzuki going back to help out his defence. Given how blunt the Gamba Osaka attack has been, if Cerezo were to grab a second goal, you feel it would be almost impossible for Gamba to come back. Possession-wise as well, much more even in the second half than it was in the first. A deep delivery, but too deep. And that will be a goal kick for Gamba. Shinji Kagawa is making way, as is Leo Ciara. It's been a tough game actually for Leo Ciara, hasn't really seen too much of the ball. Mitsuki Kato is the replacement for Leo Ciara. Satoku Uejo replacing Kagawa. Uejo, a 25-year-old, scored in the 2-1 winner at Vispa Fukuoka on week 2 of the season. 2-1 defeat, I should say, for Cerezo. Kato on. That was a heavy touch. Higashiguchi got away with it. Kato scored Cerezo's goal in the League Cup final last season, the 2-1 loss to Sanfrecce. He scored 4 in all in the competition, including the semi-final second leg against Urawa Reds. So he's a player who knows his way around this competition, Matsuki Kato. By Egawa. Yonic has gone down in the yellow card for Musashi Suzuki. Yeah, high boot right in the face of Mate Yonic. Confirmation of the yellow card. Blood to the mouth of Yonic. It's been a few facial injuries, hasn't there, in this match? Here's goalkeeper Kim Hyun taking a whack to the nose in the first half. It's the last season, by the way, of the group stage of the Levain Cup. Next season it will be a straight knockout competition, same format as the Emperor's Cup. The only difference being teams from J2 and J3 will also be included in their entirety in the new knockout format. There's the goal, beautifully taken by Seiya Maikuma. Lovely goal. Had plenty of work to do when he picked up the ball and had plenty of options as well, but decided to go alone, and it proved to be the right one. Free kick then for Cerezo. Opportunity perhaps to put this game to bed and make it 2 wins from 2. Suzuki stands it up well, and it is 2-0. And that is surely the game done and dusted, although the flag has gone up and it won't count. Lovely delivery from the set piece. And did he just move a tad too early, Toriumi? I think he did. It's great work that from the assistant. Koji Toriumi thought he doubled the lead, but was greeted by the linesman's flag. And it remains 1-0. Just as well for Gamba, because it would have been a long way back from there. Suzuki. Mashino did well to maintain possession of the ball. He was off balance and out of control. Suzuki. It's a weaving run from the Brazilian. Now Mashino. Fed on by Darwan. Yamamoto. Fukuoka. Cuts in and clips it to the far post. You can see the frustration of Musashi Suzuki in the centre. It's neither a delivery nor an attempt at goal, really, from Fukuoka. Shinji Kagawa watching on. It's about his best attempt of the game, Kagawa. Straight at Higashiguchi. One or two neat and tidy flicks. Yamanaka. Decent delivery in. Miura did well, though, to head it behind. And you have to say, a second Cerezo Osaka goal is looking more likely than a Gamba equalizer at the moment. Well, they're the happier supporters. On course for a second straight win in this competition. It would be 4 unbeaten now in all competitions, including the J-League matches this season. We're hoping to start climbing the table soon as well, but have the small matter of Yokohama F. Marinos, the champions, next weekend. Swinging corner towards Jonic from Suzuki. Now what can Gamba work here? Suzuki. Mashino. Good run by Mashino. That was a nice idea, but not enough height on the ball when Yosuke Yamana was there to head the ball away. Okano, the player, down. The referee stepping in and having a word here with Juan Alano. Darwan involved as well. All beginning to kick off here as frustrations boil over, as they often can, of course, in a local derby. Yellow card in hand. Hiroki Kasahara, the referee. Temper's beginning to cool now. And it is Juan Alano who goes into the book, the Brazilian. 3 bookings each now. Shoving the goal scorer Makuma to the ground. Joins Darwan and Musashi Suzuki in the book for Gamba. Makuma, the goal scorer, back on his feet again after being shoved over by Juan Alano. John Gamba from Kashima Antlers in 2022, Alano, played 69 times for them. Began his career with Internacional in Brazil, for a loan spell with Coritiba. Maikema. Back again to the goal scorer. Almost impossible to find a way through there, though. Kurokawa clears it away for Gamba. Fukuda with the header on. Back now with Weijo. Ball into the box, Kato very nearly onto it. And then just too much on the through ball from Suzuki. Header from Darwan. Fukuoka to Kurokawa. Maikema with the little flick off. Fukuda with the throw though for Gamba. 5 minutes plus whatever time is to be added on. Gamba haven't really looked like equalising since Cerezo took the lead. Here's Juan Alano. Now Darwan. Oh, it was a poor ball. Did well to win it back though, the Brazilian. Now Fukuoka crossing again, and once more it's disappointing. It's 2 or 3 times now the right back for Gamba has cut in, had options to pick somebody out at the back post or indeed go for goal himself, and has managed to do neither. Just a reminder of a bygone era. Those successes, particularly in 2014. And they won the 3 domestic trophies, 2007, the other J.League Cup success. Cup double in 2017, Cerezo's only joy in the professional era, the J-League era that began in 1993. They were a fairly successful side in the old amateur Japan Soccer League. They won the title 4 times. It's Fukuda. Space here for Weijo. Kato ahead of him. Kato trying to find a bit of space and then cleared away by Fukuoka. Only as far as Suzuki. And that's a free kick. He needs to be careful, Juan Alano. He's only just been booked. Referee taking a lenient view of that challenge, and just as well, really. Otherwise, Gamba would have been finishing with 10. He's nowhere near the ball, but it would have been harsh, actually, a yellow. I think he's on a final warning, though. I don't think there's any doubting that. The last free kick from this kind of area ended up in the back of the Gamba net. They were helped by the assistant's flag to rule out Toriumi's header. Goes for goal straight away this time, but over the top. Disappointing hit from Riku Matsuda. No danger of anybody being offside if he hits it directly in. Continues to watch on. His minutes, of course, will be closely monitored by Akio Kogiku. Here's Fukuda. Kurokawa made a storming run forward, but Fukuda from this side producing much the same as Fukuoka on the other side. Over-hitting the delivery, and it's been a story of that for Gamba Osaka this evening. Minute to go. Kurokawa. Gashiguchi. Kicked out by Yamamoto. Kurokawa. Yamamoto, the Gamba captain, switching the play out towards Meshino. He's being fouled by Yamanaka. Running out of time here though, Gamba. Cerezo Osaka set to take control of this group with 2 wins out of 2. Next up will be the double-header against Kyoto Sanga. 2 games against them in April, home and away. Out by Meshino. And again by Yamamoto. Alano. 5 minutes to be added on at the end here. Miura. Bit of space here for Meshino, goes for goal and finds it. Gamba Osaka snatched themselves an equalizer just as the clock was beginning to tick away. Yotaro Meshino, the substitute. Well, Kim Yin-hyun might be a little bit disappointed that that one's gone in. But Meshino has been really lively since coming on, linking up here with Dawan. And finds an equaliser for Gamba Osaka, where there seemed little hope. They've created very little in the game, Gamba Osaka. Speculative effort really, but Kim Yin-hyun has to do better. Meshino won't care, and neither will the Gamba supporters. It is Gamba Osaka 1, Cerezo Osaka 1. 1 Alano. Miura. 1 Alano again. Oh, could it get even better for them? Space here now for Fukuda. Fukuda shifts it on one more, and it's over the top by Kurokawa. Goodness me. What a turn of events at the end here. And Keisuke Kurokawa very nearly turning this game completely on its head. Change for Cerezo. Sees Yosuke Shindo come on. In place of Riku Matsuda. Featured a couple of times from the bench in the league this season. Yosuke Shindo. Space again now for Fukuda. Gamba looking the more likely now. Meshino again. Took on one too many this time, and then Shindo hacking the ball away, and it's panic stations now at the back for Cerezo. Now a game can suddenly change. Kurokawa to Fukuda. Swings the cross in again, and they're all over the place back there, and Dawan's effort is blocked away by Yamanaka. Well, Gamba will be wondering what on earth they were doing earlier in the game. The minute they put Cerezo under a bit of pressure, they found an equalizer and very easily could have had a winner. It's not too dissimilar to what happened to Cerezo in the final against Sanfrecce Hiroshima last season. Juan Alano. Fukuda. Kurokawa with space. Alano. It's opened up here. Kurokawa swings the cross in, and well claimed that time by Kim Yin-hyun. Poor piece of distribution though, and Genta Mura wins it back for Gamba, who won't want to hear the final whistle now. Meshino over the top. So nearly his day again, Yotaro Meshino. Well, Danny Payatos will be thinking, where has this performance been? Heading for defeat, then suddenly a 90th minute equaliser by Meshino. And now it's Cerezo hanging on. 5 minutes are up. Well, a draw here really does open up this group for FC Tokyo and Kyoto Sanga to get back into it. These two winning their opening games, remember. Here's Tamada. Is there to be another twist? Tamada's cross in, and the header just over the top. Well, that could have been the winner. 3 of them went for it for Cerezo. And I think as you're watching that replay, the final whistle has gone. So the points are shared in the Osaka derby. Sayama Kuma on 52 minutes, putting Cerezo in front. It looked as though it was going to be the goal to win the game. But then a fine substitute performance from Yotaro Meshino, who popped up in the 90th minute with an equaliser. And it was Gamba who looked the more likely side to win it come the end, except for that late chance for Cerezo, headed over the top. But this group has certainly been opened up by this draw. It's finished here at the Panasonic Stadium. Gamba Osaka 1, Cerezo Osaka 1.
ガンバ大阪、飯野選手です。お疲れ様でした。気迫のこもった同点弾、ゴールシーンから振り返ってください。
いや、もう仕掛けて足振ろうっていうところだけ意識して今日はゲームに入ったんで、 それがゴールになってよかったです。
今日は後半からの出場となりました。どういった思いでピッチに立たれましたか？
いや悔しい思いしかなかったんで、今シーズン始まって情けないし、自分が、今日こういう形で1個取れたのは大きかったです。
まさに一矢報いるゴールだったかと思います。改めて今日はホームゲームパナスタでの大阪ダービーでした。振り返ってみていかがですか？
そうですね、ダービーは勝たないといけないんで、しかもここ最近全然勝ててないんで、勝てなかったことが残念ですね。
その悔しい気持ちというのも伝わってきます。ただ大きな声援をサポーターを最後まで送り続けていました。この雰囲気いかがでしたか？
そうですね、ダービーにふさわしい雰囲気を作ってくれたサポーターにはすごく感謝ですし、だからこそ勝ちを届けたかったんですけど、次リーグ戦があるんでしっかり勝ち越したいと思います。
ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。 イタス監督にお越しいただきました。1対1のドロー、最後まで目が離せない展開となりました。試合を振り返ってください。
Bueno, empezado 1-1. ¿Cómo tiene impresión de...?
Yo estoy muy contento con mi equipo. Creo que hemos hecho un gran partido. Creo que hemos competido muy bien. Hemos tenido un error que no suele ocurrir. Llevamos 2 y esto nos hace daño. Pero estoy contento con la actitud de mi equipo. Hay 6 jugadores menos en la plantilla que están en la selección. Estoy contento.
自分自身、すごく満足しています。選手は戦い、最後まで、戦って、引き分けという形に持っていきましたし、入れられたゴール、なかなか厳しい、苦しいダメージを与えましたけれども、しっかりとそこからリアクション、示してくれました。そして、代表の方で抜けている選手もいる中でのこの、みんなの戦いっていうのは、すごく満足しています。
改めてこの大阪ダービー試合全体の雰囲気っていうのはいかがでしたか？
¿Qué impresión tiene como derbi?
Bueno, todavía no lo he asimilado, estoy intentando asimilar, pero ha habido un gran ambiente.
素晴らしい雰囲気を醸し出してくれたファンの皆さんにありがとうという言葉が申し上げます。
最後に今日の1点、この勝ち点1を次にどのようにつなげていきましょう。
Sumamos a un punto, ¿qué significa esto?
Bueno, seguimos adelante, estamos en la competición, seguimos, Shonan.
もう続けていく、このチーム前進して続けていきます。次は湘南のことをしっかりと考えていきたいと思っています。
次も期待しています。お疲れ様でした。
Te ánimo siempre.
Arigato gozaimasu.